And then the final point is where you have an agreed rate cards where when you get a phone call for a job, you know that people are going to sign a contract that has got agreed wording in it, and they're going to sign and they're going to pay an agreed rate. So the way I got to the information was we started off with an anonymous survey. In film and TV, some people just don't want to be mobilized by a union, so they don't want to give us their contact details, which is, it's up to them at the end of the day. But we still want their data. So we do an anonymous surveys, which result in a higher take-up. And so what I did was I started off by saying, I'm not asking you what you're earning, all right? That is actually not any use to us. It gives us data that's too hard for us to interpret. What I do instead is I say, tell me in your experience what a good achievable rate is. So I want to know that. The second question is, what's the standard going rate? What is that, even before the phone rings, when your phone rings, if someone phoning me up to offer me work, what is the number that you expect to be agreeing on even before you have the conversation? And then the third question is, what do you think the low end is? What's a rate that you think that you and your colleagues could, with a bit of effort, stick together on and say, anything below this amount of money is disrespectful. You're trying to get a professional for amateur money. And really, you make sure that that's the explanation. You make sure you explain to everybody that's the way you're doing it. And then what you do is you need to ask people about what sector they work in and what job title they have, what kind of hours they're expected to work for those rates. Those two questions there, when you click on choose, these are the drop downs that appeared. So one of them was the types of work. So is it TV drama? Is it major motion picture? Is it continuing drama, which are issues for us in film and TV? And the second question is, what kind of contract were you on? Was it a buyout? Was it an 8-hour day? Was it and then you move on to just put all the job titles. What you end up with a table like that, where you're able to say, this is the job, this is the minimum rate for a 10-hour day, 11-hour day, 12-hour day, and what the overtime rates for half-hour and hours are. Once you've got your responses, I'm just going to shift through quickly. You end up with a sheet that looks like that. And what you do is you have a meeting and you decide what the numbers, so the numbers at the bottom are the ones that we created. So we had that data, and from that, we decided that an appropriate hourly rate is 32 for the high end, 22 for the low end, and 28 is the going rate.